So, this is a video that I told myself I wouldn't make. And if you're wondering why I'm smiling, it's because I smile when I'm nervous. My therapist says it really throws him off because I'll share really, bad news with this big smile on my face. So, I told myself I would never make this video because after sharing so much of my life online, I really felt like my privacy was invaded. And it was a lot. Honestly, it was a lot to handle. I don't know if I could handle the criticism anymore, and I'm kind of breaking my promise to myself by doing this, but I figure my story might be able to help people. And the premise of this channel is to help people. Hopefully the smile leaves my face while I'm telling the story, but it might not. So, yeah. Anyway, this is a really hard video to make because I was so confident that I was set and that I was good. And I know a lot of people commented that I was in the pink cloud. And you know what? I don't think I was in the pink cloud. But yeah, it's really hard to admit this because when you admit it, it makes it real. And I haven't even shared some of this with Jasmine, with my partner. So if she watches this video, this would be the first time that she would see this. Anyway, let's get right down into, I guess, the premise, because I feel like that's important. So I was so confident that no matter what would happen, I would never relapse on anything. But I started drinking coffee again, and that's not, coffee's like whatever. That's not the main thing. But it started slow. I want to explain how it happened. It started with me drinking coffee every other day, which led to alternating between coffee and cacao. And I think just for some people, just letting that one substance, even though people consider coffee to be benign, it just like turns a switch over in your head where you slowly feel okay. And I'm not saying coffee's a gateway drug, but for me, I just kind of have to be off everything. I'm like all or nothing. And that slowly, I guess, showed me, oh, it's okay. I can manage this fine. And then like really what happened was Jasmine said she didn't want to be with me anymore. And I think I felt like, for me, part of getting clean off everything was because I wanted to rescue my family. And I didn't see this coming at all. It like hit me right out of left field. Like I thought everything was going good. So when she shared that with me, I just felt immense pain. I don't know how to describe it. And I could not bear how I was feeling. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to turn to harder things. So I made myself a cup of kratom. And you know what? It didn't even feel that good. But it took, it numbed that pain a little bit, and I was desperate to numb it. Like this came out of complete desperation. That's not all I relapsed on. There's more to this story. So that's how it started. And then while I was in that pain period, I think I did it every day for like 5 or 6 days. And then I got really upset with myself, and I took, the backstory, the first time I had quit, I didn't dump everything. I have this strategy where I think it's better to quit and you keep it around because then, you feel like you can beat temptation. And it's worked with other things before. Yeah, so I was doing it for a week almost, and then I got really scared and I took it all and I dumped it down the toilet because I just felt immense shame, and I didn't want to tell anybody, especially Jasmine. I didn't want to tell anybody that I was using anything again, just to help numb how I was feeling. So I dumped it all down the toilet because I got really scared. And recently, what I've been doing is, to get back on that story, I think we patched things up, and, we've still been going to couples therapy and we work things out. But I'm still hurt from a lot of stuff. So I've been drinking alcohol in the evenings, which is something that I said I would never do again. And it's not every evening. It's really just tied in to when I feel hurt. And I'm not like blaming Jasmine. I'm not saying that this is her fault. I am responsible for what I do. I'm beginning to understand, as much as I would like to, I cannot control my emotions. I can control how I respond to them. Note, I said respond because often we react to emotions, and when I'm feeling emotional pain, I can get very impulsive. And it's almost like there's no breaks. Now, I would never do anything I think that is dangerous, but I really don't want to be drinking every night. Like I don't want to. It's really tough when you start doing something that you know isn't good for you and that you actually don't want to do. But it's like I don't know what to do. I'm really struggling, and I've done all this meditation, all this therapy, and hopefully this video can reach out to people to show them that, hey, I'm human too. Because when I'm in this, I don't want to get into what's going on right now. I really just don't want to share too much of my private life. But when I feel this pain, I don't know what to do. And you could say that this is unhealed childhood trauma. If there's a way to just get away from it, how I'm feeling, even if it's just for a little bit and I know it's temporary, I seem to take it. And I hate that. I want to be strong. And I was strong. This is why this is so tough, because I was really strong for almost a year. And then I messed up. And now I feel like once I get on this train of wreckage, I just continue. And I'm worried I'm going to start taking kratom every day. If I don't get a hold of this, and I don't want to fall back into taking kratom every day. I'm worried I'm going to keep drinking. I'm worried that I'm going to end up exactly where I was before. Mind you, I'm much better at managing things like anger now. Like I've learned a lot through quitting. I've learned a lot through this process, and I like to look at this as maybe it's just a little bump. Sometimes you can look at progress. Like progress isn't a straight line. It's wavy, and like if you were to zoom out, the waves I'm making now are much smaller than before. So like if you were to zoom out and look at the line, it might have been like really bad, and then it like gets really good, and then bad, and then good, and then bad. But each time it gets bad, it's like a little bit, the spikes are less severe. The peaks and troughs aren't as high. That's how I like to look at it. But all of that is really just sugarcoating that I'm fucking up. I didn't want to share this with anybody because I feel immense shame. I haven't told anybody. 0 people, not a single friend, nobody. Absolutely nobody knows because of the shame. So maybe the first step to help get me off this train is to talk about it. So yeah, I mean, this video I'm hoping will help other people, but it's also to help me. Like my confidence has taken a massive fucking punch. I feel like I got punched in the gut and I'm keeled over and I don't know how to get up. I'd love to say, oh, hey, I'm not going to drink anymore. I'd love to say there's no way I'll take kratom again, but I am scared. I understand to some of you these sound like pathetic problems. Like, oh, this guy's upset about taking kratom. I'm a heroin addict. I take fentanyl. Like yeah, I get it. People have much more severe addictions than me. But I mean, alcohol is pretty fucking severe. And I know how alcohol can sneak up on anybody, including me. And I know if I continue doing what I'm doing, I'm going to go right back to drinking every night. And I know I'm a broken record right now. I just don't want to. It's not even about the shame, really. I'm starting to honestly feel hopeless. Like it's been almost a year of therapy, couples therapy and individual therapy. And I don't know if it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's my fault that things aren't working. I feel like everything's my fault. I'm just in a lot of emotional pain right now, and I feel really hurt. And it's like, I don't know what to do. Like, here's the thing with using these substances. It doesn't last. It wears off, and then you feel even more hurt than before. And I'm aware of this, but it's like the impulsiveness just, when I feel that really sharp pain, like, I don't know what to do. Pretty much all of my use is tied to pain. It's tied to emotional pain, as I'm sure everyone could attest to. And yeah, it's an interesting spiral, because it's like you do it once and then your brain goes, oh, now that you've done it once, it's easier to do it again. It just takes that one freaking time. And yeah, I'm scared I'm going to end up, I know I said this already, but I am scared I'm going to end up exactly where I was before. I feel like I'm not. Like I really do strongly feel like I'm smarter now, and I do have more confidence in myself, but like this has been a massive blow to my self-esteem, honestly. Video is really hard to make. This is a really hard video to make. Like, I really want to just sit here and be like, oh, I'm confident that I'm not going to mess up anymore, but I'm not. I guess all I can say is I'm going to do my best. But I feel like I'm just going to let myself down.